back to another episode of Weird News Wednesday here on OfficeAntics.
We got some pretty exciting stories for you today, as always. So, I don't know, should we just dive on in?
I think we should get on into it, Preston.
Let's get started.
This is an extra weird week, people. There's been some really weird things going on.
There's some strange things going on this week. I'm not really sure about the paradigm shift that's going on in the universe, but we got some strange stories.
That was big sciencey words, Preston. Hit me with your first.
All right, let's swim right into this one.
What could it be about?
This guy found a huge great white shark struggling in shallow water. And I know it sounds not that exciting, but this guy gets within like 12 feet of this monstrous sea creature that's injured. It got hit by a boat propeller, apparently.
Ooh, ouch.
The professionals say it's gonna live, but this
The
guy...
professional shark assessors.
Yeah, they're like, it looks okay. But this guy gets so close, he walks up into the water and gets like, literally, it can't be more than 15 feet away from this
from a
great white shark that's like thrashing.
Why would you do this? Like, hey, I wonder how close I can get to this great white.
I don't know, man. And while he's showing off the great white, his friend gets stung twice by stingrays.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say by the shark. I was like, how does shark sting him?
He got stung by a shark.
Have you seen this movie that's coming out? It's called like 37 feet down or 47 meters below or some dumb thing. But it's Mandy Moore and this other chick, and they go shark. You know, you get in a shark cage. They go sharking. They go shark witnessing. They get in a cage and they go down to like view the sharks.
Yeah,
and these sharks are like abnormally aggressive or some trope that's always done. Well, then the cable breaks and they're in the cage and it drops 47 meters below or whatever, and they can't get out. They run out of oxygen and the sharks are trying to get in. Bro, it's happening.
That sounds so stressful. I hate the ocean. I hate it. There's sharks. You know, even if you're like, wow, this is the most dangerous thing. You can get stung by a stingray. There's more dangerous things.
A man, a legend.
A legend?
a man, a myth, a legend. A man allegedly threatens restaurant staff because they put onions in his food. Now,
isn't that what restaurants do?
That is what they do, precisely. They put food on your plate when you order it.
Yeah.
Now, this man apparently was drunk and angry, quote unquote. Don't know why.
What?
Good stories never start that way. He threatened to shoot a Pittsburgh restaurant owner. He threatened to shoot a Pittsburgh restaurant owner because there were onions in his food. And he just did not want these onions. And so he threatened to murder people.
I don't know if there's like a deadly allergy to like onions.
No, but there's a deadly allergy to drunk, angry men who don't want their onions.
And who have
it could kill you.
Tendencies.
Yeah, like, and it was a restaurant called All India. So there's spices,
Yeah,
they got, you know,
kinds
this is
of
like a key ingredient to probably most of their dishes, you know, and then they had to call the cops because they're like, this bro is reaching in his pocket and wants to shoot us because there's onions on his onion dish.
That's insane. There's no way. Okay, that's not even like if he was like deathly allergic to peanuts and they brought him peanuts and he threatened to murder people, then I'd be like, you know what?
He's like, you're trying to kill me? I'm gonna try to kill you.
But now he's just like onions.
But now he's just being rude.
I said no onions.
Yeah. When police arrived to the scene, Sharma was his name. Sharma was his last name. Sharma allegedly pulled down his pants and exposed himself to the owner and a restaurant employee. So, bad choices all around.
He threatened to kill someone because they gave him onions.
Right, yeah.
And then whenever the cops showed up, he's like, I'm gonna get naked.
Yeah, he's like, you can't arrest a naked man.
It's science.
This guy's gonna have a real bad time at Outback Steakhouse where they literally serve you big, blooming onions.
They'll be like, my arch enemy, we meet again.
He'd go on a slaughter. He'd go on a killing spree. What is this man's problem? Now, to be fair, I don't like onions that much. And so it was one of the first things I learned in Spanish was sin cebolla, which is without onions, por favor. Now this guy, he's gonna be saying that in jail.
Sin cebolla means without onions, por favor. Wow.
Bro, yeah, Google Translate it.
Dang, that's crazy.
You think I don't know my Spanglish?
I love onions. I used to eat onions like apples with my grandfather. He grew the sweetest onions.
Did he take bites of onions?
Yeah.
That's such a farmer thing to do.
He taught me how to do it. I didn't think it was weird.
How does he teach
8.
that? What do you teach?
You just pull it out of the ground.
Yeah.
Brush it off and wash it off.
Take a bite.
And then just take a bite.
And that's spicy?
It's very spicy, but I liked it when I was little. I don't like it anymore.
Stinkiest breath on the playground, this guy.
Yeah, I didn't have very many friends. Next one, I call a real barefoot race. Now, what's going on in this one? Okay, let me give you the setting here.
Set me up.
Runners embarking on a foot race in Colorado Springs.
I can see it now. It's a beautiful place.
It's called the Garden of the Gods 10-mile run. Apparently, halfway through the run, a bear is like running with the runners, and they're like kind of freaking out. And then he's like moves from one side of the race and races with them for a little bit.
Now, just to clarify, is he chasing them?
I don't know.
He is a bear.
He is a bear. It says here that the runners need to be wearing running shoes to be qualified, so I don't.
Wait, don't blow my mind here.
He was doing
The
this.
runners have to wear running shoes to be qualified?
Yeah, you can't be doing it barefoot. Nobody got hurt. It was just they were running, and then they looked over and they're like, is that a bear racing with us right now? And it was. And, you know, after about a quarter mile, he got out of the race. And
couldn't cut it.
He couldn't.
He hasn't been training like these runners have.
He was like, I can do it. He was trying to make a bet with his friends.
What is going through this bear's mind? Is he thinking, what are all these things running from? I gotta run too.
He was like, I'm scared. And
yeah, he's probably a scaredy bear. He didn't know, and he just thought, holy
everybody
crap.
else is running. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, it's a stampede. Someone needs to sponsor this bear and give it like a little sponsor jersey. Who should sponsor this bear, Preston? Hit me with it.
Those toe shoes, except it should have claws.
That's not what I thought you'd say at all. I'd say like gummy bears. Or
Gummy bears. That's what I said.
Or like honey.
Honey bear.
You know, honey brand. I'll have to look up photos. I want to see if this bear is legitimately chasing them or running with them.
I know, because I didn't see a picture, but.
And also, this is the key question, Preston. Was he on 4 legs or 2?
They don't clarify, so.
Could you see this bear like,
he's like,
right? And like grabs a Powerade from the people on the side. He's like,
dumps it on him.
He's like, oh, I love berry flavored.
I'll tell you who else probably didn't have very many friends. This frustrated Michigan man who attempts to pay $270 fine with pennies. Brian, I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, but I'm gonna call him Brian, is a frustrated Michigan citizen who has been cited because he had a lot of trash on his yard.
Oh, well, you can't be a trash Michigan man.
They're like, dude, you got too much trash. And he's like, fine, I'll pick up the trash. So he picked up the trash. And then they're like, hey, you got scrap metal everywhere. We're gonna send a company and you're gonna have to pay for it. He says he had to pay $200 to remove scrap metal that he said took minutes.
To load up?
Yes, so apparently they showed up and they're like, this is like a 1 piece of metal. We're gonna go. Give us $200.
That's a great rate.
That is a great rate. I mean,
hundreds of dollars a minute to remove metal.
That's expensive.
Yo, I'm in the wrong business.
He tried to make a series of $27 payments with 2,700 pennies.
Nice.
5 minutes before closing every day.
Ooh, nice. Just to stick it to the man.
Just to stick it to the man.
That's so funny.
And he says, and I quote, this city is so full of themselves about, well, we have everything to be, we have to have
I'm gonna knock them down
I'm gonna knock them down. You know, we have to have everything picture perfect, and it's gotta look like the ideal community, or we're gonna make you pay. And I think that attitude is wrong. We are the servants of the city, and this city government is the servant to us.
We should be as messy as we want to be in our own yards.
This is just some dirty, filthy guy that like got in trouble for being a filthy guy, and now he's upset about it.
Dirty Michigan man cited for being dirty.
And now he thinks that they're gonna be on him like white on rice.
Oh man.
For any little tiny thing they can get him with.
How about they're gonna be on him like junk in his yard? Because that's just as prevalent.
That one was way better.
Thanks. Burn to you, you filthy Michigan man.
But apparently they're like, hey dude, you can't keep doing this. This is really annoying.
Yeah, it's real messy.
So
we're trying to clean up Michigan.
So they attached it to a lien on his house. So if he doesn't pay it off, he ain't got no house no more.
Oh no!
So he can keep paying with pennies, but he won't have a house. You like that?
A recent party in Disneyland called the cops because they were certain that they had been assaulted by a bunch of flying poop and fecal matter. Well, the cops determined that it was just a very, very gassy flock of geese that had flown overhead, and all the geese pooped on all the people in Disneyland.
So this big old flock of geese flew over.
17 victims, Preston.
Of this flyby pooping.
Yo, that's
Yo.
a lot of people to get pooped on. I've only seen one person get bird pooped on, and that was it.
Now here's the kicker.
17.
Geese poop, goose poop, if you will, goop from the back end of a goose. They don't poop like other birds. Have you seen this?
I've
They
never
poop like turds. They poop little goose turds.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen like a lawn or turf or when they aerate, they pluck out little cylinders of like dirt? Have
Yeah,
you seen
yeah,
this?
yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's little goose poops.
whoa.
And if you go to any like public park that's goose heavy, like you're gonna see these turds and you're thinking, oh, a pack of small dogs ran through here and pooped everywhere. But it's the geese.
Okay, so now it makes more sense. They're like, we've been assaulted by poop.
So they thought they got, yeah, they were
Like, by a
like little
person.
white, like, you know, and yellow bird
Yeah.
poopy. It was turds flying from the air like hail. So then hazmat crews in the full getup had to come in near the Sleeping Beauty Castle and clean everything up, and they reported that 11 adults and 6 children had been hit with fecal matter. I mean, it was a massacre.
A massacre. They must have thought that it was still people poo whenever they brought in the,
Yeah, they
the
need
hazmat dudes.
Yeah, they and like the Anaheim PD like tweeted like there's been no crime. It was just a bunch of geese that ate a bunch of
just
Taco
nature.
Bell. Don't even worry about it.
Chipotle.
No crime occurred.
A municipal office building in Maine
Uh-huh.
has been assaulted.
A whole building?
Yeah, assaulted with bed bugs. Apparently, a very upset man
Yeah.
had brought
Michigan man?
A very upset, not Maine.
It's a main man.
Maine man. He's my main man. He brought a cup
Yeah.
of bed bugs to show the people that he was upset and they wouldn't help him. And so he's like, oh yeah? And bed bugged the whole place.
Whoa.
He dumped his bed bug cup out and like,
That is savage.
I know.
That is such a bad thing to do. That's so messed up.
Because he didn't qualify for help getting another apartment, which is why he did this.
Well, why do you think he lost his first one?
I
Was
don't-
it because he could collect a jar full of bed bugs in it?
Probably.
Probably.
It was an extraordinary bit of misdirected anger. So these people are just like, yo, dude, is that a cup of bed bugs?
And he's like, not anymore.
Like,
Coppers?
it's just a cup now. And they're like, oh no, oh no, oh no, we got bed bugs everywhere.
How many bed bugs do you think are just on this guy anyway? You know?
Probably more than on that was in the cup.
Bed bugs are such bad news.
They're itchy, dude.
They get everywhere.
And they're not very clean, I'll tell you that.
They get everywhere. I bet Michigan man had bed bugs. Maine man has bed bugs. A jar of bed bugs?
A jar, dude.
That's so many. They're tiny.
Yeah, they're like this big.
So a whole jar full?
And he had a jar full, and they are convinced that they killed every single one. But I mean, come on. You know there's always that
can't.
one that got away and he's training.
To close things up with a nice, soft, and adorable story.
Oh, yes.
A police dog recently has been fired from his job in police dog training in Queensland, Australia, because he was just too sweet and kind and adorable to be an aggressive attack dog. So he's probably the cutest thing to ever happen to planet Earth, and his name's Gavel, and he's a German Shepherd. He's Gavel, he's the strong arm of the law, but he's really a big softie. And so they had to fire him from training, a 16-month training program. He got the boot because he was too nice of a puppy.
He was just too cute?
He was too good of a pupper, but the governor of Queensland heard about this, had met Gavel before, and said, "Yo, Gavel, I want you to be the governor's house or wherever. You know, he's the official Vice Regal dog now.
That's a title?
Queensland's official Vice Regal dog. He signed a contract and everything. They inked his little paw.
He signed a
and he
contract?
signed it. And now he just like hangs out in like the governor's mansion and is real nice with people.
Wow, it sounds like he really
Yeah, but you know
did
he's
it.
really good at it because he got 16 months of like super secret service dog training. So you know he's just like a secret agent, but he's also just a really nice guy.
So I honestly never even thought about it. I guess dogs can not get the job.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't think about that.
You just train them and they're vicious. They sniff out the bombs. They're just like the elite, you know, special ops dogs. But then there's just that one guy who's like, well, I mean, could we like play?
Wow, what a crazy bunch of stories we had today.
That was a crazy week. That was a very crazy week. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Weird News Wednesdays here on Office Antics. I've been your host, Evan.
I've been your co-host, Preston.
And we will see you next Wednesday with the weirdest news to ever hit the earthwaves.
Hasta la vista, babies.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.